Hi there, my name's Louis Taylor. I'm a composer based in the UK, and I don't know about you guys, but I absolutely love Breaking Bad. It's honestly one of the best shows ever made, hands down. And one of the things that drives my interest in it so much, I keep frequently coming back to when I'm watching it, is the music. The music seriously makes me feel something. It really intensifies the film. It's just great cinema, film, TV music. It's amazing. It perfectly does the job of a score. So today I wanted to do a little bit of a homage to that, a bit of a tribute, and show you my interpretation of how to write in the style of Breaking Bad. Here's a little clip of Dave Porter, the composer for Breaking Bad, talking about his process.
I think when I originally started working on Breaking Bad, the one thing I knew was that an orchestral score in the traditional sense would be the wrong choice. So that involves, for me, a lot of sound design and synthesizer programming, interesting ethnic combinations of instruments, making sounds from recordings and household items, or even elements that appear in the show.
I'm basing this track loosely off of the crawling space scene in Breaking Bad, and it's an amazing scene. It has so much impact and power. It's a real turning point in the series for Heisenberg's character. I'm loosely using the structure as a structure for this one, and definitely the kind of vibe from that kind of intense scene. I'm going to try and incorporate lots of those techniques into this music. So Breaking Bad's music is mainly based on electronics, sound design, synthesizers, and a lot of percussion. You know, you've got your very intense pads, kind of like this, for example. That kind of thing. But you've also got this kind of, blazing percussion. So basically, I'm kind of want to do a bit of a mixture of all of that. To start with, we've got a basic structure. The intro, the intense rhythmic section, an ominous kind of breakdown part, a false build-up, but then a dropout where it's just kind of ambience, almost like the credits at that point. It's based off of the crawl space scene from Breaking Bad. It's an amazing scene, amazing soundtrack as well. So let's jump straight into it. To start with, I've got some effects here, so I'm going to just try and see what happens and make a bit of an intro. So stuff like that. Let's quickly mash up an intro. Right, so we've got the basic structure for the intro. Let's add some layers. We can always come back and add more stuff to the intro later. Let's go on to the intense rhythmic section. We're going to need a beat. I've got a nice kick drum happening here. Let's just make sure that tone is exactly how we want it. There we go, I like that. I'm just using the stock Logic plugins here for percussion. Hopefully you'll hear how this all comes together in a minute. Gonna add some bit crush to the snare. Take it to about 8-bit, downsample it by about times 8. Let's see how this sounds. Okay, so let's add some synths. A lot of Breaking Bad sounds are based around kind of cool, spooky ambient sounds. mixed in with this kind of harsh rhythmic synth-based track. So I'm going to add some singing bowls to the mix just to kind of make things a little bit more eerie. He uses a lot of inspiration from the film itself, rightly so, including using sounds from the actual show, and I'm sure that includes the meth lab and the instruments that they used to cook. So I took some inspiration from that, and obviously I'm doing a kind of home version of this, so I decided to sample some kitchenware. Now, onto the ominous breakdown section. So, in this section I'm just going to cut a lot of the drums out. We've got this little break just before it. There's literally one bar. So it goes from all this kind of heavy snare stuff. We're going to go into this kind of section here. Boom, boom, the thumping. That's what we want to keep up. I really like this high-end African percussion. I'm going to keep some of that. Keep the tension going, keep the momentum going. Nice. Now, let's add some bass. We're going to make it into a pad. Let's add some more snare. There's this really, really cool library called Acoustic Shadows by Leah Petrucci, I think, and it's a Spitfire audio library. It's got these amazing instruments in this huge, massive, I think an aircraft hangar or something like that. It's a great sound. There's these really cool trombone slides up and down. They're called shepherd tones. I'm going to add some of these. They sound super ominous. Okay, we're going to add some more percussion in for this false build up, and then we'll start fleshing out the ominous section a little bit more. Just adding in some kitchenware sounds in the ominous breakdown. Okay, so before we do the dropout with the ambient pads, let's add some music from the modular synthesizer over here to add some really nice texture from some of the modules I've got. And finally, let's add some ambience, some pads to the dropout section toward the ending, so that we can get that kind of nice, ominous post-scene credits kind of feel. Let's add a tiny bit of movement in the final section here. So now we've got the synthesizers going, some pads, we've got the modular in there, everything's done. Let's hear how it sounds from start to finish. Hope you enjoy. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I really appreciate any comments. Please like and subscribe. Ring that bell if you want to hear more about these videos and more about me. Any links you might need are probably going to be in the description. So yeah, thanks very much for watching. Have a good one. See you next time.